Hussein, can you hear me? Hmm. Hussein, your microphone is muted. Hmm. Hussein, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay. Um,
right now, you sure?
okay. It sounds like your connection might be a little bit slow. I can't hear you very well. It's going in and out. Um, maybe can you try again? So what did you do today, Hussein?
Things I economy.
All right, Hussein. Yeah, your connection is really bad. It seems. If there's anything you can
I
do to
studied
try.
English. Can you hear me?
Mm, okay. And Shabazz, welcome to class. Shabazz, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. And so, Shabazz, where are you from?
I'm from Pakistan.
Okay, nice. Um, I have had you in class before. Have I had you in class before?
No, I never had a class with you.
Okay. Okay, so from Pakistan. And so, what do you do for fun, Shabazz?
For fun, I do a lot of things. I hang out with friends, music, play different games. Uh, that's it. Well, currently I'm student. I'm student of telecommunication engineering. It's my last year. Actually, I'm here to improve my English. Actually, I'm really bad at it. So, looking for the admission in MBA in a foreign country like UK or Canada
Okay.
for higher education.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so yeah, your English sounds really good so far. But nice, that's a really good goal. All right.
Yeah,
And
I have to I have to appear in the IELTS exam. Hope you know it.
the what exam?
IELTS
Mm-hmm.
IELTS exam.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah. Okay, and when are you going to take the exam?
I have to. Uh, mm, uh, I guess by the end of next month.
Okay. By the end of next month, so it's coming up pretty quickly. And Ken, welcome to class. Ken, how are you doing?
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. And Ken, what have you done today? What have you done today so far?
Yeah, it was Korea day, so I went out and walking at the beach for a while, and
Okay.
I was watching a movie tonight, DVD.
Nice. What
Mm.
movie?
Kind of embarrassing. American Pie reunion.
Nice. Um, okay, cool. And Hussein, welcome back. Hussein, how are you doing?
Hello, Joshua. Can you hear me now?
Can hear you much better. Okay.
Oh,
And Shadow,
okay.
welcome to class as well. Shadow, how are you?
Yeah, hello teacher, hello everybody. I'm fine, thank you.
Nice. And
Alright,
Andri,
sure.
welcome. How's it going, Andri?
Hi, teacher. I'm doing great, and nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. Okay, cool. And let's get started with today's lesson. So we're going to be talking about job interviews. And let's start with Hussein. Can you read the title and the next couple of lines?
Okay. Job interviews. In today's class, we will practice job interview.
Losing you again, Hussein. I'm sorry. Let's have Shadow. Can you finish up for him? Can you read these?
Yeah, sure.
Vocabulary.
In today's class, we will practice job interviews, learn job interview vocabulary, talk about peeves.
Yeah, pet peeves.
Peeve. Oh, okay. Pet peeves.
Nice, good. Pet peeves.
Mhm.
So a pet peeve is just something that's irritating. So something that annoys you that other people do. That other people do that annoys you. Good. And yeah, Hussein, you're really jumping in and out. So I'm not sure if it's the internet connection. If there's a way that you could connect directly to the internet, that might be helpful, but I'm not sure what's up. Okay, but let's get started with the next page. And let's have Shadow. Can you ask Shawaz the first question?
Yeah. Who's teacher?
So you ask Shawaz? Shawaz?
Okay, Shabbat. Okay.
And
When
sorry, Shawaz, how do you pronounce your name? How do you say your name?
Yeah, Shahbaz.
Shabbat.
Okay. Shawaz.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Shabaz, when was the last time you went in for a job interview?
I I have never appeared to any job interview yet.
Okay, I've never appeared to any job interview. I've never gone to a job interview. I've never been into a job interviewed. Or I've never had an interview. Never had a job interview.
Okay.
Okay, but good. And all right. And so, Hussein, can you try to talk again? Say something, maybe about your day.
But you are breaking up for me.
All right, Hussein. Yeah, I still can't really hear you.
I have a problem or the teacher? Just the teacher has a problem because this is for me as well. Breaking up.
Yeah, I don't know. Hussein, I still can't really hear you. It's just in and out. I'm not sure. Ken, can you hear? Can you still hear Hussein?
Now his voice turned to be choppy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not
Sorry
sure what's
for
going
that.
on, Hussein. Shawaz, can you ask Ken the next question?
Exactly, I can ask. How many times have you interviewed for a position?
Mm, I've
Anyone can
I've
answer?
interviewed. Sorry, the voice is choppy again. Isn't it? No, today is a strange. And in other class, voice.
All right.
Yes,
Yeah, and
that's
Ken.
I've interviewed several times for the position.
Okay, for the position, for a
For
position.
for that position, I'm not sure. A position, probably.
For a position. If we're talking about the position, you're talking about one job that you've been trying to get or that you've been interviewed for a number of times.
I
So
see.
the position, one job that you had several interviews. interviews for. A little bit different, but good. And Ken, can you ask? Well, actually, I guess that's good. Andrei, what do you think he's asking her? What do you think this guy is asking her?
Since she's looking a little bit worried, she I prefer she asking her about her experience in in subject experience and education.
Okay, her experience and education in her field, maybe in her field of work.
Yes, in her field and in work related to a certain position.
Nice. Okay, yeah. And yeah, that sounds good. All right, and let's go on to the next page. Perhaps. Okay, and let's have, I'm not sure if Hussein, Shadow, can you read the title and the directions?
Yeah, vocabulary. Use these words in a sentence or define them.
Nice.
And
Yeah, can you read the first four?
analyzed, attend, I don't know, attend, carried out, collaborated.
Good. Maybe collaborated. Collaborated. Can you repeat that one more time, Shadow?
Collaborated.
Nice. B. You did a good job with carried out and attained. You said it really well the first time. It's attained.
Okay.
Okay, and analyzed. We emphasize the first syllable. Can you repeat analyzed?
Yeah, sure. Analyzed.
Yeah, analyzed. Analyzed.
Analyzed.
Good. Okay, and Shabazz, can you read the next four words?
Yes. Engineered, facilitated, overcame, rectified.
Nice. Okay, engineered, facilitated, overcome. I think that sounded great. Really good job. Does anybody have any questions about any of these words?
Rectified.
Rectified? Okay.
Yes.
Does anybody know what rectified means?
Correct.
What does it mean?
Yeah. Correct. Exactly. So when you rectify something, you correct it. Any other questions about any of these words? Any other questions?
What about overcame?
Okay. Overcame. Does anybody know what it means to overcome something?
Overcome or overcame?
To overcome is the present tense.
Oh, overcome. I know the meaning of overcome. It's to mean to. I don't know how to explain it.
How would you use it in a sentence, Shadow?
I mean, it's overcome. It's like you pass this bad situation that you.
I have overcome my fear.
Yeah.
Overcome. I'm gonna overcome all the obstacles in my life, for example.
Yeah. I'm going.
I just forgot that.
That's okay. Good. Really well done. Any other questions? Does anybody else have any other questions on this page?
Engineered, carried out. What about carried out?
Okay. Does anybody know what carried out means?
I have guessed that it means kind of conclusions, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Making conclusions.
Close. I think it's a little bit different. Does anybody else have any ideas about carried out?
To figure out something, something like any decision.
Close. It's more like to do something. So I
Yeah.
have a plan, but I still need to carry it out. I need to do it. So when you carry something out, you just do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any other questions? Does anybody else have any other questions here?
Can you teacher tell me what the meaning of attained?
Okay. And does anybody have any ideas? Can anybody help her with attained? Ken, what do you think it means?
I think, yeah, kind of get or something to get.
Yeah. To get?
Mhm.
Okay,
To
so
reach you?
that works too. To reach. So this man attained the peak of the mountain, it looks like. So yeah, you can have to get, to reach, you can attain a goal.
Succeed in something, goal or like that.
Yeah, so if you try hard, you can attain all your goals. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes, it's kinda of achieves.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing as achieve.
Achieve.
Okay. Any other questions?
No.
Okay, good. Let's do... All right, we could try this. And let's start out with Shavas. Can you read the role of the boss? And Andri, can you play the man being interviewed?
Mm-hmm. Let's get started.
Minding. What does it mean, minding? Sorry.
What does what mean?
Minding. You said minding. Minding interview.
Oh, the man being interviewed. The man being interviewed. So that'll be you, Andri, and Shavas. Can you play the boss?
Yes.
And can you guys go ahead and start?
Okay. So, wow. You have 3 master degrees and a PhD.
Yes, it's all very impressive. But interestingly, I have no common sense whatsoever. Whatsoever.
Close, whatsoever.
Whatsoever. Strange word. Strange and unfamiliar words made from two words.
Mm-hmm. 3, actually.
What?
Okay, Shavas, can you read the next role?
Yeah. Sure. That's not the sort of thing you should say during a job interview.
I don't see why not.
Good. Okay. And Shadow, what's happening in this comic?
There's an interview. I don't know what the funny thing because I didn't get it.
Okay. I don't know. Ken, can you explain what common sense is? What's common sense, Ken?
Common sense means how can I say? kind of shared sense or required sense from the society or group.
Okay, like shared intelligence.
Yeah, and probably intelligence or a rule, maybe almost like a rule
Okay, it's
of the society.
yeah. So we'd say common sense is very
Sound.
basic logic.
Mhm.
It's very basic and very simple. Um, so it's common sense not to go into the ocean if you can't swim.
Mhm.
Or
Right.
yeah, it's common sense not to smoke in bed. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. People probably do that a lot. Or maybe to smoke in a gas station. It's common sense not to smoke at a gas station. Sense not to smoke. So just really basic logic of things that you should or shouldn't do. Station. And so in this comic, maybe Andrew, what's happening in this comic?
And there are the man who gets a job, who gets a job interview, and he asks him a questions about his about his education and degrees.
Okay, so I think he's looking at his resume or his CV, and so he's saying, "Wow, you have." So he's not asking. He's just saying you have 3 master's degrees and a PhD, which is a lot of education. So this man's really well educated. And
There's-
so Ken, what's happening here? What's happening in the second?
Yeah, kind of. He shows that he didn't have a common sense, and
Yeah.
kind of.
Okay, so how does he show it? Or Shavas, can you explain?
Yeah, I can try. Actually, he's trying to convince his boss that he has the boss doesn't have a common sense, but he has. I guess like this. I mean, I don't know more about it.
Okay, it's I
That's it.
think a little bit different. So what we're looking at is this man who seems really smart. So
Mm-hmm.
the boss thinks he's very smart. So he thinks
Mm-hmm.
he's really smart. You have 3 PhDs or 3 masters and a PhD. It's a lot of education. And he's saying, yeah, I. It's very impressive. So he's like, what I did is very impressive. But he's like making this strange comment that says, but I have no common sense whatsoever. And so the boss is saying, well, it's not something you should say. You shouldn't say that you don't have like basic logical skills. In an interview, you should never say that you don't have basic logical skills. And when the boss says it, he replies, I don't see why not. So the boss telling him that he shouldn't say it, he doesn't really understand why not because he doesn't have those skills. So he's a very intelligent person who just doesn't have common reasoning skills. Does that make sense?
Are you implying that that the man who is looking extreme, very smart, but nonetheless he is extremely stupid?
He's not stupid. He lacks basic reasoning. So yeah, I guess you could say it's stupid in some aspects. So he's clearly very smart in maybe more difficult concepts. But yeah, he can't reason. Basically, he can't make basic reasoning as things, which is all that it's trying to say, and so he just shows it by saying it and then still not understanding. So he just shows he has no common sense. And good. Does anybody have any questions on this page?
No.
Okay. And let's go ahead and go to the next page. Let's skip that for now. And let's go into some interview questions. And let's have Andrei. Can you ask Ken the first question?
So, who I wanted to ask? Sorry.
Sorry, can you ask Ken the first question, Andrei?
Ken.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ken. What are your strengths?
My strength would be patient.
Okay, so you're a very patient person. Can you explain a little bit more?
Because after I experienced meeting a lot of different people, I tend to be more patient than ever, and how can I say, try to be flexible in accordance with people who I met, who I meet.
Are you implying that you have experience to talk in a big audience?
Not big audience. I mean a kind of face-to-face personal relationship.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Not a big,
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for the follow-up question too, Andrei. Feel free to do that, guys. If you want clarification, feel free to expand your questions. So pretend you're the job interviewer. And Ken, can you ask Shavas the next question?
Okay. Shadow, and what are your weaknesses?
And Shavas, can you answer? Not Shadow.
Okay, yeah. I have what are my weaknesses? Kind of. I guess I can answer.
I guess I can.
Because I have found no weakness in me.
Oh, that's a terrible response. You can't do that in a job interview. Come on, just one weakness. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I take suggestion from anyone. When I get started to do any work.
Okay. From anyone. Okay. And that's good. Okay, so maybe you're too open to suggestions. Can you explain that a little bit more, Shavas?
Yeah, anyone. Can I say? I mean, take suggestion from anyone about in the beginning to start my project or something like this.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what exactly you mean.
I mean, when I try to make a decision, I take some suggestion.
Okay. So you're really open to suggestions, and why would you think that's a weakness? Why do you think that's a weakness?
Because that makes me open to in front of everyone. I mean, it makes yeah, exactly. It makes me
Sorry. Let me ask.
Yeah.
Are you implying?
Yeah. Go ahead, please.
are you implying that you able to accept unrelated suggestions?
Mm, I collect suggestions, but I do I'm also a picky person, so so when I collect the suggestions, so I decide which suits me very well, which suggestion suits me very well, like this.
Okay. I think that might be the other thing, maybe being a very picky person. So being open to suggestions, I think that's a pretty good quality for most people. Most people would see that positively. But being a very
Mm-hmm.
picky person, that's a good weakness because it's something that a lot of people look for in
Mm-hmm.
employees. But it also can be viewed as a weakness. Maybe I'm very picky. It takes a long time for me to make decisions because I like to be very meticulous in my decisions. Something
Mm-hmm.
like that, I think, would be a little bit of a stronger answer. Does that make sense, Shadow?
Yeah.
Shadows. Okay. Okay, good. I think that's great. And so, Shawas, can you ask Shadow the next question?
Yeah. Oh, why are you interested in working for our company? I mean, in this position?
Hmm. Okay, because I want to improve my skills, and changing jobs makes me have different experience and growth knowledge. Uh, I think it's enough.
Okay, nice. Maybe changing jobs
Mhm.
allows me to have different experiences and grow my knowledge. Okay, I think that works really well.
Okay.
Okay. And when you moved into your last job, what's one thing that you learned? What's one thing you learned that, like, from a different experience that you grew from?
Oh, I learned that if my boss was not good,
You learned that your boss wasn't good?
I have to change my work.
Okay, nice. And that you have the power to do that. That's good. Okay. And Shadow, can you ask Andre the next question?
Yeah, sure. Andy, why did you leave your current company?
Mm-mm. Recently, about not so recently, but for about 5 months ago, I left my current job since I haven't enough money for living. That was the most reason. I I worked I worked in that company, education company, as a teacher for computer software in education center, and for 5 years, and I have experience to teach groups of people. For I'm a teacher. I'm usually I've teach groups of people of 10 from 10 to 15 person.
Okay. I usually talk groups of people. Um, I usually talk groups of 10 to 15 people. I think that sounds a lot better. Can you repeat that sentence? I usually taught groups.
I usually taught groups of 10 to 15 people.
Nice. I experienced groups of people.
Thank you, teacher.
All right, good. I think that's good, Andre. At
Thank
the
you.
beginning, it sounded like you were going really fast, and I wasn't quite sure what you were saying. I think I might have been confused it sounded like you said you left because you didn't have enough money, which would
I
make
didn't.
it. We
Yes,
would say,
I said exactly that you said.
okay, maybe you'd want to say I left because I wasn't making enough money. If you say I left because I didn't have enough money, it's kind of counterintuitive. So I couldn't leave my work because I didn't have enough money. Have enough money. But I did leave. I did leave because I wasn't making enough money. Does that make sense? Difference? Do you see the difference between those two?
Sure. Yes, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, good. Um, all right, and let's have and Hussein. Welcome back to class. Hussein, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Joshua. I don't know if you can hear.
It's still kind of choppy.
No?
I can hear you though. It's better than last time. All right, let's have Shadow. Can you ask Hussein the last question?
Yeah, sure. Hussein, tell me about the time you dealt with a crisis.
I don't remember, but I dealt with crisis. And mm, no, yeah, maybe the just maybe
Maybe what?
no, but I remember prepare some like I was trying for a
All right, Hussein. Sorry, I can't hear you.
exchange.
Okay, yeah, sorry. But again, Shadow, that was a good suggestion. And so, Shadow, can you ask Andre the same question?
Yeah, Andre, tell me about time you dealt with a crisis.
Uh, you dealt. Mm, I recently I I had a crisis in my life since I had unemployed for 6 months, and I in that time I'm f- I'm been forced to buy a cheaper foods, cheaper clothes, using bicycle as a transport, and spend all my free time on the beach.
And spending all my free time on the beach. Good. Um, all right. And so, what did you learn spending all your free time on the beach? What did you learn on the beach? Sorry, Andre, are you
Oh,
there?
so sorry. Could you repeat?
Yeah. So, what did you learn on the beach? What did you learn spending time on the beach?
Uh, I'm I'm learn how to be uh, familiar with strange people, unfamiliar and strange people, uh, and made a small talking with them, with guys and girls,
Okay.
especially in, with girls.
Nice. I guess that's a good skill to have. Okay. And all right, Adela, how are you doing?
Fine, thanks.
Okay. And nice. Let's go on to the next page. And Adela, can you read the title and this next line?
Idioms. Pet peeve. Thing related to you.
Okay. Idioms. Idioms.
Idioms. Idioms.
Good. And then peeves.
Peeps.
Good. And irritate.
Irritate.
Good. Okay, that sounded great. And Ken, can you read the example?
Okay. Example, I hate when my coworkers try to look at my computer monitor when I'm working.
Nice. Okay, that sounded good. And does anybody have any questions about what a pet peeve is? Any questions? Okay. And so can everybody write down one pet peeve in the chat box? So can you write down one coworker pet peeve that you have in the chat box? Okay. And feel free to write it in either chat box as well. Nice, Adela. Wait for one or two more. Okay. And let's start with Adela. Can you read your sentence?
I hate my coworkers don't try to fit any computer problem.
Nice. Try not to
Uh,
fit. Fix?
fit to resolve
Fix.
sorry, fit no fix.
Yeah.
Fit
So-
is a spot. Yes, fix.
Nice. That's good.
Fix it. Yes. Yes.
And we're missing something here. What's missing? Does anybody know?
In general, they say, "Oh, my computer don't work." You
Okay.
can to see, no, a little or same.
Okay, my computer doesn't work, remember. Or you
Doesn't
could
work,
say
no.
isn't working.
You can see or you can help me, or but sometimes it's a little thing, you know, about
Yeah.
a silly thing, very. They don't try to resolve for themselves.
Okay. So we're missing still a word here. So I hate my coworkers. What word? It's a question word.
I hate to.
Close. So usually this word starts not quite. I guess if would work. I hate if my computer. Yeah, but we're not saying it's not a conditional. Yeah, when.
When or
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if would be grammatically correct, but it's more of a conditional statement. So I hate if my coworkers don't try. So if it happens, but because we know it does happen, because it irritates her, we'd say when. But good, that's awesome. And let's have Andre. Can you read your sentence?
My coworkers' pet peeves when they didn't understand my dirty jokes.
Okay, so my coworker pet peeve, singular,
Yeah.
is when. So this is a tricky one. My coworker pet peeve. We have a verb here, so we have the verb to be is. My coworker pet peeve is when they don't understand my dirty jokes. Yeah, I think that. Understand. I think that's good though. Can you read that sentence one more time?
Okay. My coworkers' pet peeve is when didn't understand my dirty jokes.
Oh, and so, sorry, when they don't, because it's a general
Don't you
thing.
think it's a past? It's a present sentence. I mean, they don't. Okay.
Yeah.
They did it. Okay.
Yeah, definitely when they don't understand, because it's a general or habitual action.
Statement.
Okay. And Shawaz, can you read your sentence?
Yeah. I hate my bro when he start playing music when I'm studying or while I'm studying.
Yeah, when or while would work. Good. I hate my breath. That's good. That's awesome. Yeah, I wouldn't change much there. And Shadow, can you read your sentence?
Yeah. I hate when teachers ask about homework.
Yeah, okay. And so why? What makes you hate when teachers ask about homework?
Because I don't like to do it.
Okay, so because you don't like to do homework, you don't like when teachers ask about it. Okay, what's your least favorite type of homework?
There's nothing.
There's nothing?
Yes, there is nothing.
I'm not sure if I understand. But okay.
Can you repeat your question?
Yeah, I was asking, what's your least favorite type of homework? Your least favorite, so like math homework, or science homework, or English homework. What's your least favorite?
Oh, there is nothing. I like homework.
So there's nothing that you like about homework?
I think homework is just for kids.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, teacher. Let me ask a question to
Yeah.
Shadow.
Andre, I can't quite hear you anymore. You're going really quiet.
Okay. Let me ask a question to Shadow.
Okay.
So Shadow, are you implying that you hate any kind of homeworks?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Is there any of subject that you passion it in it?
You mean I like?
Yes. Do you like something?
Yeah, I like. How you doing, Getney, Andrea? I like subject. I like learning, but I don't like to do homework.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's fine.
You prefer? Are you implying that you prefer do all in the class?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Okay,
You're
and Ken, can you read your sentence?
Okay. A person who often requires me her way of working too much.
Her way of working. I'm
Something.
not sure exactly what you mean. Can you explain yourself a little bit more?
Kind of. You should do that. You should not do that, and very precisely. And so I cannot get my pace of my style of working. It hinges my style of working, and sometimes it's how can I say? I cannot concentrate on my work.
Okay, concentrate. I cannot
Concentrate.
concentrate. So a person who often requires me to work
Requirement.
in or his preferred working style. Maybe that's a kind of a complicated way of saying it. A person who requires me to work the way that he or she likes to work and doesn't let me work how I want to. Maybe like that. Could you repeat that sentence, Ken?
Okay. A person who often requires me to work the way that that he or she likes to work and doesn't let me work how I want to.
Good. I think that would be perfect. Really nice job. Does anybody have any questions here?
I'm have a question to Aka.
Mm-hmm.
Aka, are you
Yes.
are you implying that usually you do your best when you're working in your own way?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, I do my best, but you know the kind of the way of working is I cannot say. In one sense, it's kind of control freak. So it's not only me, but also other people too. It happened to other people too.
Yeah.
So kind of very detailed. Because we're not.
Okay. Are you implying that you hate?
Exactly the same, yeah, from that person's way of thinking. That's a problem, I want to say.
Are you implying that you hate to work under pressure?
Yeah, unnecessary pressure. If it is a kind of correct pressure, I mean, positive pressure is good, but it also hinders, and sometimes the suggestion is not doesn't make sense, and the frequency of happening is too much. So as a result, it hinders my job. I mean, work.
Okay, good. That's nice. Really good at questions and answers. Let's go on and ask a couple more. And let's have Shadow, can you ask Adela the second question?
Yeah, sure. Adela, what's your dream job?
I don't know exactly. I like my job, but I would like to change for a gap year, for example, and go to abroad, a natural park to work. I don't know exactly. I like to the contact with the students. Is very You are more younger than your age because you have a relationship with people with the younger people.
Nice. Younger people. That's awesome. So you stay younger because you have a relationship with younger people. Really nicely done.
Yes.
Okay. And Adela, can you ask Shavas the next question?
Describe yourself.
Hi, I am Shahbaz. I'm about 22, and I'm student of telecom engineering, and I'm versatile. I'm capable of doing multiple things. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I'm capable of maybe multitasking. Is what we call
Okay,
doing multiple things,
multitasking.
multitasking. But good, nice. And I'm not sure if you said telecommunications or teleengineering.
Yeah, telecommunication engineering. Yeah.
Okay, telecommunication engineering. Okay, nice. And that's good. I'm capable of multitasking. Nice. And so does anybody have any questions on this page? Any questions? We're about out of time.
I have a question related to previous page. I mean, would you mind to tell us about what should be our strength or weakness if we are in front of our boss in being interviewed?
Talking
I
about
mean,
your
in
strength
your
or
words.
weakness?
Yeah, so that we could be more effective to for our boss.
Okay. So
If you would,
strengths,
yeah.
I think, are just the things that you're good at. So if you're talking about multitasking, that's definitely a good one. Your ability to focus, things that just naturally would be good. Weaknesses, it's always good to choose something that maybe you're working on. Maybe you could say I get really frustrated when people don't do their tasks like they should, or when people are lazy. So not necessarily focusing on other people, that might be bad, but focusing on things that you can change about yourself, or qualities that some people might think are bad, like being a very picky person, that are potentially good for the job. So it depends on how you want to do it, but there are a number of different ways to do it, I think. Really good question.
Yeah. Okay.
And so, yeah, really good job, everybody. Hopefully I'll see you guys all again soon, and have a really good day.
Bye for now. Bye
Thanks
for
for
now,
your
teacher.
time.
Bye, guys.